Welcome to Royal Lovers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and show some love to royalty. I am your host, Carl. We're here to discuss all things royal, the grandeur, the glamour, and yes, the controversies too. Our channel is your one-stop shop for the latest news, in-depth analysis, and all the juicy royal gossip you could ever want. We're not just about the headlines, we're about the stories behind the headlines. We're about the people who wear the crowns and the lives they lead away from the public eye. We're about understanding the past to make sense of the present and anticipate the future. Every week we bring you fresh content exploring a different facet of the royal experience. So if you're as fascinated by the world of the royals as we are, make sure you join our community. Now let's delve into today's intriguing topic. Prince Harry will fly into England this week and attend Wednesday's anniversary service for Invictus. This trip marks an important moment for the Duke of Sussex as he returns to his homeland to pay homage to a cause very dear to his heart. The Invictus Games, a multi-sport event for wounded, injured or sick armed services personnel and veterans, was founded by Prince Harry in 2014. It's a testament to his commitment to supporting the military community and exemplifies his dedication to service. This week, he's returning to England to celebrate the anniversary of the Invictus Games, a fitting tribute to the resilience and strength of those who have served their countries. His itinerary is set, his arrival anticipated, and his participation in the service eagerly awaited. Yet there's an undercurrent of tension surrounding this visit, a sense of expectation and speculation that is almost palpable. What will unfold during this trip? What will the Duke's return bring? Prince Harry's return to England is not just about marking the anniversary of the Invictus Games. It's also about reconnecting with his roots, with the place he once called home. It's about navigating the delicate dynamics of his royal past while maintaining his newfound independence. It's about balancing his commitment to his causes with the expectations of his royal heritage. But as we look forward to this visit, we must also acknowledge that there will be a significant absence. Despite the importance of the Invictus service, one person will not be joining the Prince on this journey. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, will not be accompanying her husband on this trip. Her absence is conspicuous and has sparked a flurry of speculation and commentary. But we must remember that every individual has the right to make decisions that preserve their well-being and peace of mind. Meghan's decision to stay back may raise eyebrows, but it's a decision she has every right to make. However, someone will be missing from this significant event. As we delve deeper into the dynamics of this royal visit, let's keep in mind the complexities of navigating public life, especially when it intersects with personal choices and well-being. The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan, will not accompany Harry to the service or to England. This decision has stirred quite a bit of conversation. One might ask, why would Meghan refuse to join her husband for such a significant event? The reasons behind her conspicuous absence are layered and complex. Meghan has chosen to remain stateside for the time being, with plans to fly out later in the week to meet Harry in Nigeria, at the behest of the Nigerian government and Nigeria's Ministry of Defence. It's an exciting opportunity, a chance to engage with a different culture, and an honour to be invited by a foreign government. However, her decision has been met with a rather sour response from the British media. The media, it seems, is quite disappointed that Meghan has chosen not to return to the UK, a decision that has been interpreted as a snub. And it's not just the media. The Windsors also seem quite upset, their feathers ruffled by Meghan's refusal to play by their rules. Every time Meghan publicly snubs them, they find themselves in the unenviable position of looking like the villains on the world stage. The media and the palace are now trying to rewrite Meghan's motives for her absence. They're trying to paint her decision as a missed opportunity to support her father-in-law. But one can't help but wonder, support a father-in-law who's shown little support for her in the past. A father-in-law who has been a part of the very institution that has made her life difficult. It's a curious argument to make. Meghan's absence from this trip is conspicuous, yes, but it's not without reason. It's a statement, a refusal to bow to the pressures of an institution that has shown her little kindness. It's a stand for her own mental and emotional well-being. It's a decision to put herself and her family first. This has led to attempts to rewrite Meghan's motives for her absence. But for those who have been following Meghan's journey, her decision is clear. She's choosing to write her own narrative rather than have it written for her. It's a brave choice and one that should be respected. A senior aide at Buckingham Palace has noted Meghan's conspicuous absence on this trip as a missed opportunity to support her father-in-law. Intriguing, isn't it? Let's delve into the palace's reaction a bit more. The palace, it seems, is trying to play a game of guilt. They're attempting to paint a picture where Meghan is the one missing out on supporting her family, specifically her father-in-law. They're asking, why would she miss such an important event for her husband? But it's more than just a question, it's an accusation, a subtle jab aimed at portraying Meghan in a negative light. But here's the catch. By doing so, they're also drawing attention to their own less-than-stellar behaviour. It's as if they're standing on a stage, spotlight on them, unwittingly revealing their own misdeeds. Do they realise they're doing that? Do they know that people are asking, why wouldn't Meghan return for the Invictus service? Only to answer their own question with, because she was treated poorly by the very family that's now questioning her absence. In a twist of irony, they're highlighting the very reasons Meghan might have for not wanting to return. The constant scrutiny, the relentless press, the lack of support. It's a spotlight they themselves have turned on, yet they seem oblivious to the shadows it's casting. Their narrative continues with, she doesn't have time to come to England where, however she feels about them, she does have family. But who is this family they're referring to? A father-in-law who questioned her children's skin colour? Who evicted her children from their family home in the UK? Who banned her from coming to Scotland to support her husband and then bragged about it in the press? Who offered no support during the most difficult phase of her life? The palace seems eager to point out Meghan's absence, yet they fail to acknowledge their own role in her decision. It's a tale as old as time, one of blame and deflection. Yet it seems they fail to acknowledge their own role in her decision. The aide further stated, she doesn't have time to come to England where, however she feels about them, she does have family. Let's take a moment to unpack this statement. It's a curious thing, isn't it? The irony lies in the palace's expectation of Meghan offering support to her father-in-law. But let's recall, this is the same father-in-law who had concerns about her children's skin colour. This is the same father-in-law who evicted her children from their family home in the UK. This is the same father-in-law who banned her from coming to Scotland to support her husband and then bragged about it in the press. This is the same father-in-law who offered zero support to her during the most difficult phase of her life. So, we're left to wonder, is this the father-in-law she's expected to support? And then there's the claim of Meghan having family in the UK. Well, let's consider the facts. Meghan's experience with the royal family has been anything but familial. It has been fraught with tension, public scrutiny, and a lack of support. One might argue that family is defined not by blood or marriage, but by love, respect, and mutual support. If we use this definition, then it's clear that Meghan's family is not in the UK. Meghan has made it clear that her priority is the safety and well-being of her own nuclear family, her husband and children, and who can blame her? After all, isn't that what any mother would do? She has chosen to distance herself from the toxic environment that has caused her and her family so much distress. She has chosen to prioritise her mental health, her happiness, and her family's well-being over royal protocol and expectations. So in response to the palace aide's statement, it seems that Meghan's absence from the UK is not due to a lack of time, but rather a conscious choice. A choice to protect her family, to stand up for herself, and to refuse to play into the hands of those who seek to control her narrative. Clearly, Meghan does not believe she has any family in the UK. That brings us to the end of today's discussion. We've delved into the intriguing world of royalty, focusing on Prince Harry's return to England for the Invictus anniversary service and the notable absence of Duchess Meghan. We've explored the palace's reaction to Meghan's decision and their attempts to rewrite her motives, painting a picture of a woman choosing to stand her ground against unfair treatment. We've also examined Meghan's relationship with her British family, or rather, her belief that she doesn't have any family left in the UK. It's a complex and emotionally charged situation, and it's clear that Meghan's choices are creating ripples in the royal waters. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Remember to show some love by subscribing and sharing the video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you. I am your host, Carl.